Alejandra Cruz Martinez. I am a business major, and I want to thank you all for being here as part of my audience to announce that I'm running for your Director of Student Life and Facilities for the year 2021 to 2022. Now, I want y'all to think about why y'all came to Central and why you thought it was a good fit for yourself. And, being here at Central, maybe your ideas have changed as to why you came to this school over time. And that's okay, we've been here for a while and it's understandable. Personally for me, I had a little bit of trouble adjusting to Central. By my sophomore year, I found myself kind of doubting whether or not I belonged here, and it was really hard for me to get involved. I struggled with some mental health, and it was just overall not a very good point in my life. I know I wanted to be more out there and be more involved, but it wasn't working out for me too well. It wasn't until my sophomore year I met some very awesome people who pushed me to get more involved, pushed me to just get to know more people, and I met Mikkel in my business class, and because of him I was able to work for Student Life and Facilities as a director. I've been working in this position for 2 years, so I'm very familiar with the internal and external functions of this position. Essentially, this position oversees housing and dining, the rec center, and the student union. And we all form committees and meet once to twice a month to see what's going on with the school. And I have also been involved on campus. I'm a Ready to Rise mentor, which means I mentor first generation, non-traditional college freshmen as they start coming to Central. And it's been a very rewarding experience, mainly because it always reminds me that there is work to be done at the school and what can we do to make sure that these students do graduate on time, that they do believe that they can graduate. So it's always a very pleasant time to work with these students. I also have been involved as an orientation leader, and that also exposed me to different types of students coming into Central and to see what they expect of this school when they come here. I often feel that, when students struggle, whether it be academically or financially, student financial aid, I understand that. I've been there. I've struggled with housing. I've struggled with it all. And as someone who doesn't like to ask for help, that just made everything a lot worse. But I just want to let those students know that who are struggling to find their place at Central, that they too have an opportunity to succeed and to feel like they actually belong here. Part of the initiatives and my goals, if I do become elected, would be to continue advocating for the Multicultural Center with substantial resources, meaning that these resources would be aided to retention rate programs, would be aided to the safety and health of students on campus. Predominantly, students of color are the largest demographic that sadly do not finish their degree once they come here to Central. And I want that to change. I want better for these students, and I know it starts with us as students to support other students. I know this pandemic has affected everyone in some way, whether it be financially or your mental health or just overall as a student, and I wanted to make sure that we are getting the resources we need for you as students to succeed and continue succeeding in your school. With that being said, I also want to make sure that if I do get elected, that I be as transparent and as quickly responding to you as possible. Meaning, if you have any questions about why we're saying, or why as students we are paying for certain things that you don't think are okay, I want to talk about that, and I want to make sure that your voice is being heard. I also want to answer any questions you may have and just make sure that as someone who that y'all voted for, I'm providing y'all with answers. Lastly, I want to make sure that our transfer and our remote campus relationships remain the same. This year we did a phenomenal job of making sure that we are reaching out to our remote campuses for Central, making sure that we are staying connected with them, and welcoming our transfer students. And I want to continue that for next year to make sure that students do feel welcomed. So thank you for your time, and make sure to vote Alejandra Cruz Martinez for your next Student Life and Facilities Director. I am really counting on your vote. Thank you.